Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back to Ace Attorney.
Welcome back to more Ace Attorney. That's Travis. I'm Joe. I'm the smart one. He's alright.
I'm just here along for the ride.
Oh, sorry to throw you under the bus there, buddy.
Oh, I can't believe it. Under the carriage, more like.
Yeah, that's true. Which sounds like Fair Play might have decided on a couple different places to throw the body.
Yeah.
That he might have killed. Although we don't know that yet, but it seems like it's going in that direction. So
It seems very likely. He's the only one here that really has an agenda.
yeah.
I'm sure we'll find something else.
Knowing this game, they'll probably throw an extra twist, like some random pig carcass that was found in the desert 2,000 miles away comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh, it says this.
It was actually the jury that did it.
Yeah, right. It's like, what? How does this make sense? But all right. But yeah, let's see what happens today. So, I think
that's you.
Yeah, I think so. Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer?
Blitherer. Whoa.
What? I'm sorry. You can't.
I'll fight you. Come on. Come on. Put it to dukes. You rider. He said, you rider. What are you insinuating?
Oh my God.
God damn, dude.
Meanwhile, Juror 3's going, I'll cut you.
I'll cut you.
Oh my God. What the hell is that? Oh, he's like, oh, I'm back to, it's okay. I'm all right. I was just feeling a little feisty there. That's fine.
Do you like my hat?
Yeah, I know. This is a flaming outrage. I have a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute. A blinker?
Oh, blinker. Okay. Oh, like a black eye?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought that was I thought he meant a middle finger, but all right.
Oh, he'll give you a shadow in a minute, he said, and so will I. Mr. Fairplay.
You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and a well-respected banker.
I pay for my porn.
And me, a very angry hatter.
I just use his profile. We're on a shared account. We're on the family account on Pornhub. It's great. Suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts. It's. Ooh. Anyway.
Don't strain yourself now.
It's a disgrace. It's scandalous. It's
making me hungry.
I protest. I protest in the strongest possible terms.
Damn. Oh, hey, he's still here.
That's right. I protest too. About you, you rotten scoundrel.
Oh, they're both still here.
Huh. This is a full crew.
I love that Van Sharks is still holding his pose. Like, that's right.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
I gotcha.
Order. This is not the time, witnesses.
I like to imagine, like, he's just been sitting there for, like, a past week, just waiting.
Yeah, just like, he's just been looking down on him like, you are very sleepy. I will not permit this wanton invasion of a stand. Return to the anteroom at once.
The anteroom?
I guess that's the waiting room.
Oh, okay.
But this is beyond reason, my lord. It's outrageous.
It's very hurtful, you know?
My lord, if I may comment.
No, you can't.
Lord Francis.
It was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof.
I don't know about that.
Accuse? I never intended to.
It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting.
Oh, good.
You propose to this call that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis couldn't possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events.
Ow.
You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have intimidated their criminal guilt. In our British court of law, that is what is termed of baseless accusation.
Excuse me, sir. That's not just British law. That's like
That's
law.
just law in general.
That's just... I came up with the idea, baseless accusation.
I
I got a
did it
medal for it and
myself.
everything.
I know I was rash to put this idea forward without any actual evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without a second thought. I'll cut you.
He's still there.
What are you wasting time for? Get them to testify. Ah. Oh fuck, what was his voice?
I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I laid eyes on the fellow.
That's all your guys.
Jesus Christ. We have to see this matter through now, one way or another.
Oh, there we go.
If there's filth and rubbish in our midst, we must dispose of it at once.
Oh man,
Jesus Christ.
the crowd's getting testy.
We want his head! We want some blood!
Where's the pitchforks and fire? We're burning it down tonight. Oh my god.
What's happening, Mr. Naruhodo?
I think it's the purge. The spectators in the public gallery they're in complete frenzy.
I think this is what they call the shining.
Oh man. I'm glad the judge was able to shut him up with just a quick little gavel.
Thanks, Santa Claus.
Fair play, Mr. First.
My lord.
You will take the stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the indictment brought by the defense.
Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this. There's no time to think this through. All I can do is keep pushing forward.
This courtroom is like when Judge Joe Brown, those court cases get a little out of hand. You get some people in the background just going, come on, just confess already.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Did you see that Steve Harvey has his own judging show now?
What?
He does. I saw an ad for it the other day. Like, he has his own courthouse. Like, he's replacing Judge Judy or Judge Joe Brown or something like that.
What?
Yeah, it's like way too overproduced.
Well, of course it is.
Like, he should not be like a judge or any capacity.
Survey says you're not a judge. That's as simple as that. Oh my god.
Man, the world's come to a weird place.
It really has. Oh, pretty soon Steve Harvey's just going to be in our Supreme Court. So.
Yes. Oh man.
We were the only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I could swear to that.
If anything had happened when we were sitting, don't you think it would? Think one or the other would have noticed?
In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man.
The skylight was shut the entire time. I tell you, we couldn't possibly have opened it.
This looks like there should be like the little like cartoon like I don't know, maybe like a slide whistle thing or something like that. Like with like a road runner like
If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof?
Oh, here we go.
I must say that I listening to that testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine.
It's true.
How either witness could have performed any malevolent act on this open roof deck without the other rosy forthwith.
That's right, you see.
We're innocent, I tell you.
Oh crap.
She's like Russian, I
Yeah.
think.
Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with one another.
I'll cut you.
What?
Eh?
According to the investigations by Scotland Yard, it's a blank piece of paper. The two witnesses share no common dealings.
I'll cut you.
There he is.
Well, I don't trust you coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich. Something doesn't feel right here.
Well, that middle thing that he said, that where I had no reason to kill a man.
Yeah.
Like, we already know you had a reason.
Yeah,
It's
we
in
already
the
went over
book.
this.
Yeah.
The trial is going in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy?
Household for the French Oreo. Your cross-examination, please.
Oh, yes, my lord.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess we just start pressing things.
Yeah, we'll just start pressing. So we were the only 2 people up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear to that. Okay, let's press it.
So at no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up to join you on the roof deck?
Absolutely not. Dickin'.
Damn.
Wow.
Uh,
I don't think you can say that in a court of law.
I don't think so. Man, we gotta do this for 4 different people.
No question about it, he said, none at all. Oh, but, yes, of course. I remember seeing them both.
Seeing them both.
Yeah,
Oh.
interesting.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I saw the victim inside the enclosed cabin talking with the man here.
Sure, Mr. McGilden. Dear me, my lord. At the risk of repeating myself, I boarded the omnibus alone and nodded off inside there almost immediately.
That's an outright lie. Without doubt, you were engaged in.
Help me stop right there, fella, and ask. Do you have any evidence at all?
Damn, he's pulling the evidence card.
Tis all about the evidence in the court these days, so it is. It'd be pot of gold. You'd do better to remember that.
You stay away from my Lucky Charms.
I saw you with my own eyes.
Damn, he's ready. He's fired up again.
He sure is.
This is going so well. If anything had happened when we were sitting, don't you think one or the other would have noticed?
Hold it.
Well, it was on the final run of the omnibus at past 10 o'clock in the evening. It would certainly have been quite dark, perhaps too dark to see clearly.
Is this some kind of lark?
Is this some kind of joke, he said? Is that what this is? Or perhaps one of the other of you fell asleep briefly.
Are you fair dinkum, sir?
Dinkum.
Excuse me.
He's got a lot of different words for dick.
Dinkum's my father, thank you.
Yeah, Esquire.
Yeah.
Are you serious, sir? That's what he said. It's impossible, I tell you.
I'd give you the keys to the vault if you could fall asleep in that bitter cold. And if you did manage it, your eyelids would be freeze shut and you'd never open them again.
That's extreme.
A lot of threats being thrown around in this courtroom.
There sure is.
Yeah.
It was extreme, I tell you, and when we had to put up with it because this man had locked the door. Any true gent would have unlocked it and let me in when I knocked.
I'm terribly sorry about that, young fella. But you see, I was away with the fairies and I didn't hear you at all.
That's a lie. I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone.
It's probably the girl.
Yeah.
Oh no, 'twas a cold night, so it was. People do be seeing things that aren't real in the cold. 'Tis hardly surprising.
Seeing things. Seeing things.
I will have reached out past her at this particular point.
You. Why, I oughta.
Don't take it personally, Daddy. Stopped you cold, didn't I, with my stare, didn't I? If I'm a suspect in the case, then 'tis only fair that you and the other fiend are, too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about.
This isn't a competition I should like to be involved in, really.
Huh.
Interesting.
In any case, neither of us knew a thing. Know a thing. The first thing about the victim, we had no reason to kill him.
I don't know about that.
So, you had never met Mr. Thrice Fired Mason before?
Thrice fried, huh? That's something at the county fair?
Yeah, they cook it 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, just to make sure it's nice and crispy.
Oh, okay. You got a nice crunch.
Nice little crunch to it.
yeah.
Makes you want to smack your mama.
Get some of that Tony Shafferty on there.
Ooh, Lumi. No, not once, never.
He never met the man before, he said never. And you, Mr. First, had no prior dealing with the victim either? That's right, sir. Hatters don't have much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir. They make for terrible hats.
Oh, I imagine not. Oh, I forgot that was me. Like, what? What's this guy mad about?
You see? How many different ways can I put this? Neither of us have the remotest connection to the gentleman who was inside the cabin.
McGilden's got something to say.
Excuse me, sir.
Mr. McGilden?
Yes, counsel. What can I be doing you for?
Did the witness's last statement give you pause for thought somehow?
Not the remotest connection. Is that right now, I wonder?
Uh-huh.
What are you insinuating now?
Ah, Mr. Fairplay, it has been too long, so it has.
Eh?
If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe 'tis fast approaching, is it not? Repayment date.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I beg your pardon.
You borrowed 20 guineas from me, didn't you, sir?
At an unconscionable rate of interest. You tricked me. It's extortion.
Well, no. Is that the torture of begrudgery, is it? The sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fella to pass his crimes off to another.
Gah!
Eh?
Ah!
And young Mr. First.
That's me. Me, sir? Well, what do you want with me, sir?
You do be making hats for a living, do you not? And that there top hat sliding off your head. Is that one of your own creations, is it?
Oh, well, I'm still just an apprentice, you understand? I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gent walks through the door.
The perfect fit, eh? Well, 'tis a very distinctive design, so it is.
Many customers like it, I tell you. They like the distinctive touch.
I still can't get over this freaking whatever form he's going for. I don't.
Yeah. Why does he put such height in his backside going up?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's very cartoony, but still.
Yeah.
Customer is such a thrice fired mason. There was a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence of horror, my lord. This Homer. Oh,
yeah.
That hat's his, huh? I can't help thinking that the poor fellow's head looks distinctly familiar, wouldn't you say?
Oh. That's one of my hats.
Yeah, aye, that it is. So would it seem that the brickmaker was a customer of yours? The sort of customer, I'd wager, you could have had a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods.
Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not, sir.
Huh. Well, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellas here have the remotest connection to the victim, you see. I rest my case. Shower me with beautiful roses. Encore, encore.
You little weasel. Ah!
He's better at this than I am.
Gosh, Mr. McGill has certainly been thorough in his research, hasn't he? Da, 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 da. Please, don't let me, little eruption, hold up the proceedings.
Hat hunter.
Oh, alright.
Interesting.
I got a wart. I'm a hat hunter now.
The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it.
I feel like we should just... Wait a minute. Well, I'll just keep pressing on the other as well.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time?
I'm going to lose my block with you in a minute.
He's going to lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what he said.
Why do you keep repeating?
Take a look for yourself. Go on.
Yeah, not only is he repeating it, but he's getting it wrong.
Yeah.
You see, it's shut fast now, just like it was on that night.
Well, just because it was in the night doesn't mean...
Yeah, they could have closed it.
Yeah.
So it is. Of course, a fellow the size of Mr. Mason could likely break right through still.
What?
Just look at the size of the thing. You understand?
Ah, now you hold on there a minute, sir. The size of the thing means nothing. Now on its own. Not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we?
Let's stop biting our cane, shall we?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh, jeez.
I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when, well, I broke wind loudly, and I shocked myself with it as it happens.
All right. We're gonna have to go on trial because I think First killed somebody with his freaking Taco Bell ass.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so, sir.
I gotta laugh. Blew the judge's wig off.
Sure did too.
This is an unexpected confession, Mr.
There's only one thing we can do. Execution?
Yep. Simple as that. Off with his head.
I just meant to say, well, the point is, I tried to open the skylight, you see, and I was tugging on it so hard that it just came out.
My ass ripped.
I'd say a bird died that day. But just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. He did.
My God.
I think I shit myself.
I think I shit myself.
Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went as red as a rogue, I did.
Well, yeah, of course. Freaking. It's what happens when you have nothing but bread and cabbage as your diet.
That's why from then on, I started wearing brown pants.
Are you expecting me to sentence you?
No, sir. The point is, the skylight can't be open. I tried and tried when I was inside the cabinet of shame. She knows something.
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade? Dot, 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 dot. Miss Lestrade. It opens. Huh? The skylight. That is what we're talking about, right? Uh-oh. Oh, shit, she's gonna shoot somebody.
Oh, no! No! Everybody down! Everybody down!
She's packing heat. All them skylights open dead easy. More easily than you can load that weapon. That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind,
Back to this, huh? All right.
You can't do it from a side, you mug. Oh. Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags. And I had a great haul. I mean, I had buses coming out of my ears.
Mr. Shroud, this is not supposed to be a large size and are the subject of the criminal activities.
Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got worse to me. All four of them surrounded me, so I couldn't top off the bus and leg it. So what I did was I used the skylight, opened the catch, and I jumped right through. What? Yeah, in the catch for them skylights is on the side. That's why you can't open them from the cabin. The skylight opens from the roof deck? You didn't see the latch?
Yeah, you didn't see the laugh?
Breath. Climb up onto the roof of the omnibus and watch and verify if witnesses claims.
And take the Febreze while you're at it.
Yes, it's gonna be very sticky up there.
Yep, there's the latch.
There's a latch. Ooh.
Ah!
Oh, my hat! See?
Don't make me shoot you.
I'll stab you. I ain't afraid to do it either.
So, it appears that this street girl's statement is quite true.
I like the cut of this girl's jib. I don't believe it. The skylight opens, and from the roof deck.
So it definitely was one of them.
Yeah.
Mr. Naruhodo,
Hello?
this could be the clue we've been looking for.
Well, counsel put it in press. Please continue with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. So, the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself.
What do you mean? Oh, can we,
You go to the,
yeah, present thing.
Excuse me, I'm just gonna climb up here real quick.
Ooh.
Yeah, can we,
Oh, there it is. Okay, I can just do this.
So the skylight was fastened shut before.
But now the catch has been undone. We should be able to open it. Nice.
Cool.
Okay.
Is there something else we can examine, or?
I don't know. Let me just examine it again.
Oh, yep. You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure.
Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. So I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly.
That's not good for us.
Is there something else I should be looking at, or?
I don't think so. I can't imagine.
No, I'm just gonna scan this one more time and see if they say anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, the same thing.
I just don't know what else you could get from this. Maybe we just continue. I think there's one more that we didn't do.
Well, this one says, if you're so sure the victim's throat is, where's your proof? Well, we just did. We just found the proof.
Do we present the evidence here?
Yeah, I think this is where we present it to this one. Because it's literally asking, where's the proof?
Yeah. Objection!
No.
There's clearly something odd about that last statement made by the witnesses.
There's clearly something out of here, indeed. Your behavior, Mr. Counsel.
Oh, hi.
Please don't. Oh,
there went that one.
sucks. I won't lower my hand until I can prove my client's innocence, as long as it's quite quick.
Okay. All right. Well,
Proof.
That's right. I demand to hear it.
We came here to see what we saw, I tell you, not for this.
But you call us both shizers.
Shizers.
Brand us as criminals.
I don't know. That's how you spelled it.
You call us liars? That's what he means, and accuse us of doing it.
That's the stance at the moment.
Yeah.
There's no hard evidence that incriminates yourselves now, is there? I believe we're in this much the same position as one another here.
Nah.
If I don't crack this case soon, he'll crack his teeth.
It's true.
I wonder if these two men really were involved in some way.
I couldn't say. I mean, I don't really know anything about them, do I? Although, by the same token, I don't really know anything about Mr. McGilded either. It's so hard to know what to believe here.
I think we should try to remember that it's evidence alone that can truly determine the outcome of a trial.
Evidence? What is that?
Evidence.
Hey, you know what, Susato? Could you bring out that book one more time for me?
Oh, you mean the bad book?
Dirty, naughty book!
Ooh, it's a bad book. Ooh, it feels so bad. No one can argue against decisive evidence, including the members of the jury.
So you're saying that what we need now is to find a conclusive piece of evidence?
Yes. Haven't you been here from the last 3 trials? Like, honestly, what the hell, dude?
What are you even doing?
Yes, Mr. Earhart, precisely, you freaking idiot.
You dumb.
That's like 101. It's the first thing I told you.
Okay, so we can't prove that there was somebody else on the roof deck,
Yeah.
unless, hold on. Was there something else up here?
I don't think so.
So this is the roof deck of the omnibus. Oh, you must have a wonderful view of London streets from up here.
So people sit all the way up here on a bitter winter nights with the cold air rushing past them? And they have to pay money to do so?
Brr, I can't imagine how cold it must feel.
That just made me think of something horrible. Can you imagine being dragged around the city in the freezing cold as a punishment?
Perhaps that's the real price you pay for staying out late.
Alright,
Okay, cool.
cool.
What did that have to do with the trial? There's an imprint on the seat there, but I think that's just for the one guy.
Yeah, okay, there's nothing else again.
Yeah. What about the ladder on the back?
The ladder on the back.
I don't think there's really gonna be anything here, but
I don't think so either, but
yeah.
it was worth a shot.
I don't think there's really much we could do with this.
Well, let's open the door and go inside, shall we?
The scene of a murder. It's horrible.
It's not like you haven't seen one before.
I don't feel like we really checked this out before, did we?
I don't remember.
I don't feel like we did.
That's blood that's soaked into the seat. The victims, obviously.
Yes, and that seat would be clearly visible from the roof deck.
Would you really stab someone in full view of the other passengers like that, I wonder?
Well, it was after dark. And there was a lamp on in here, so perhaps the culprit couldn't see anything outside through the skylight.
Whichever way you look at it, it doesn't seem like it was a planned attack.
Okay.
That's blood, isn't it?
Wow! Congratulations.
No, it's ketchup, you stupid!
You dip your fries in it. Come on. Is something wrong?
Oh, it's just, well, this bloodstain is so obvious, that's all. And yet, Van Zieks has made no mention of it.
I suppose that does seem a little strange. ...
Why do I have such a bad feeling about this?
Remember this is the thing.
This seat looks reasonably soft, but it's actually rather hard when you sit on it. And only just wide enough for two gentlemen to sit side by side, really.
Of course, an English gentlewoman would be dressed in such finery. It would be quite impossible for her to climb up to the roof deck, so she would have to be seated in here.
A woman in a kimono would have the same problem. Women's clothes are very impractical, aren't they? It's true.
Let's keep your personal thoughts to yourself there, and just keep on the case there, sir. I didn't really need to know about your women's fashion choice.
I never fancied myself a crossdresser, but you know,
Yeah.
one has to wonder. That's the poster for the great exhibition that's due to start in 6 months from now. There's a lot of focus being drawn to the Crystal Tower, the centerpiece of the whole exposition.
Oh, the Crystal Tower? It's under construction already, I believe.
Speaking of exposition,
People all over London must be fizzing with excitement at the prospect of such a grand event. They're like Coke with Mentos inside of them. It's great.
oh, that's right, we're doing a trial right now.
Yeah, that's right. We're not supposed to be talking about
We're
this.
not making evening plans.
What's this?
That's a poster for the great. Oh God.
Oh,
All right.
That's the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be something in here, though. It's so weird that there's not anything.
Well, he believes that there's something. Oh, can we examine upwards? Wait, is that blood?
Where?
Look on the right. Rotate.
Oh ho ho! Oh ho! You are correct.
Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Why do I have to kick someone like you through? Certainly, Mr. Arroyo.
What are you trying to say right
I'm
now?
plotting your murder right now.
Oh God. Why someone like me?
Da 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 da.
I can hear the dots from here. Well, what is it?
Look, just here. Look at this.
That's without question.
It's blood.
Why would there be a bloodstain there?
Surely.
Don't call me Shirley.
Fee fi fo fum. I see the blood of an Englishman. It can't be unrelated to the case, can it?
Dot.
Ha ha!
Cool. So you can use that.
Now I think now I can do it
I think so.
on that one because now we got it changed.
How the hell do you miss that?
Like honestly. Oh yeah. I got your proof right here. The proof's in the pudding.
It's a crimson mask. On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts, and the irrefutable proof. Remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us in this very courtroom.
What? That's utter humbug.
Bah humbug.
Bah, humbug. As a matter of fact, you can't possibly have any evidence.
No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible.
Irrefutable proof here in this courtroom.
Yeah, how do you miss that?
Yeah, how do you miss that?
I don't know.
Also,
My lord?
I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here. Well, exactly what in the omnibus is the evidence to which you allude?
Do we have to point it out to everybody?
Like honestly.
Well, part of what blah 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 blah.
Rabble. Like seriously, we just found it, guys.
Getting coal in your stocking.
Cool.
Got it.
By Jupiter, is that
Rich hand-carved mahogany?
blood? Ah,
This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open.
what?
And secondly, I forgot how to read. The victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Oh my. And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime.
No!
I'll catch you.
It's still there.
Order.
It's like he's off the hook, right?
But,
It was ketchup, I swear.
I swear to God. But the blood could have been sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin.
How do you think it gets up there?
That's not how that works.
That's not how. That's one hell of a veiny cut. That's for sure.
Yeah. Also, like, if it was gonna spray up that far, there'd be more blood in the cabin.
Exactly.
Like, that would be a fucking, like, red room.
It only was found in a way that was one particular spot on the skylight. Sure, and that would be a very convenient.
Ah,
Let's keep in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck.
It's true.
And myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I?
But, there's no way for certain, is there? It's a gent really fell through the skylight, I mean.
Why don't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. Ferris?
There's the bloodstain again.
'Tis all too plain, if you see. There's the aftermath. That shows the poor fellow dropped from a fair height, right there, so it is.
Okay, stop stepping on my shit. This is my court case.
But it's mine now.
nice.
My fellow jury members, I think we can all agree that this is a clear proof of the defendant's innocent, can't we?
I believe we can, yes, sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom.
Oh, Betsy wants to stab something. So they thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, did they? I'll cut them.
I'll stab him. Do it.
I won't tolerate any guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it.
Crap.
I forgot about her.
Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us the delightful pot couldn't have done such a thing. I'm not mad anymore, so I'm not stabbing anybody with my needles now.
On three, men, then. Everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Oh! Oh, come on, Van Zeeks.
What could he possibly have to say?
A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, what would she be referring to there now, Lord Van Zeeks?
A blood stain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void.
What? Why?
How?
For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed. This is a dream!
I'm sorry, is this the Wizard of Oz that we're watching now?
Welcome to Fantasyland.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm actually the Lollipop Guild.
It's there for all to see, and it's clearly blood.
Come on.
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb.
Huh?
So I can state with absolute certainty.
Come on, dude.
No such smear of blood existed in the carriage. At least not until this trial began.
Then how the hell did we get there?
Yeah.
But
Are you suggesting, more Francis, that this straight of blood was...
Fabricated, my lord, yes. And while the court has been in session.
what?
Okay, he's gonna have to prove that somehow.
Yeah.
What a braver. I must say, I didn't expect such a crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Zeeks.
Dun dun dun.
But I'm Magnus McGilded, a fellow known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of the Bailey.
Mr. McGilded, I realize that in this first appearance in court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs dubious nature. You're very well adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. You dirty boy.
You dirty boy.
And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts.
Adapt the facts? What does that even mean?
I'm thirsty.
Give me a second.
When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilden's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir.
Tut. Lord Van Zeeks, this will not do, to be sure. Will it now, Council?
Oh, no.
I think it's fair to say this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say. But if you will be all cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly have put the smear of blood on it without the world and his wife seeing? Isn't that right now, Counsel?
It's true. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time the court has been in session.
My learned friend.
Eh?
Would you like some apple juice?
It's juicy juice, the best juice.
Let's fruit punch. Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter in your own words.
As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think.
That's not the question. There's no way.
So, like, the only thing that would make sense to me is when there was the commotion when we left.
Oh, crap.
When she shot the smoke bomb.
She shot the sheriff, but she didn't shoot the deputy. God damn it.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me. That's the only place it could have possibly happened.
Ah.
I'm thinking maybe the little one might have been trying to repay a debt.
Yeah, you're right. Well, we'll find out if it got tampered or not. Next time.
Here's that left turn we were talking about.
Yeah.
Get ready for another 4 hours.
I just knew it.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right, everybody. Like the video if you're enjoying the content. We'll see you soon.